Hello everyone, so welcome you back to Ashok Tutorials. Well, today we are going to talk something different from MTET and CTET, which is what? KVS. So you know that when you are able to clear your CTET exam, you are eligible for KVS exam, which means, see, it is not like MTET exam. In MTET exam, what happens when you pass your MTET exam, you directly go for the interview and you get the appointments if you crack the interview, right? So in CTET exam, what happens? See, when you pass your CTET exam, you are eligible for KVS exam. All right, KVS exam. So Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan, right? So this exam you are eligible. So for in order to be eligible for KVS exam, first of all you have to clear your CTET exam, and once you clear your CTET exam, you can write your KVS exam, and after KVS exam you have your interview and demo and the appointments. All right, but as I was going through the YouTube channel to find out like what is the eligibility criteria, or like what is the syllabus, or what are the videos available online, so what are the materials available online, so I could not find much. Very least I found, and that also all old ones I found. All right, so what I have decided is that I think it is better that I explain to you the syllabus of KVS exams, so that our state also get the access to apply for central exams. Because what happens, we are not aware that there is an exam called CTET, there is an exam called KVS, we do not know, right? So in order to spread awareness among our learners, so this is what I will like to take as my initiative towards the goal of education. All right, so today I will begin the KVS syllabus with paper 1. all right, so in KVS what happens, the post comes for primary teachers, that is PRT, then TGT, trained graduate teachers, and PGT, postgraduate teachers. all right, so there are three categories: primary, graduate, and postgraduate. So first of all, today we are going to talk about what? We are going to talk about PRTS. PRTS means primary teachers. all right, so LP sections. So let's see what we have in the syllabus. So let me zoom it for you. All right, so I hope it's zoomed enough now, right? All right, so what do we do? So as you can see, scheme of exam for direct recruitment to PRTs. So the written test is for 180 marks. You please write down in your notebooks. So the total marks for this primary exam will be 180. all right, and this will be MCQ based, which means multiple choice questions, just like our CTET and MTET exams. Now the question will carry 1 mark each, so which means 180 question for 180 marks. all right, the duration of written test will be 180 minutes. See, this is also funny, right? Which means you will get 180 minutes in order to write your exam, that is 3 hours. So you will get 3 hours to finish this exam. 1 minute, 1 question, 1 mark. all right, so let's see, it is divided into different sections. So the name of the section, nature of questions, so it is divided into part 1, part 2, then we have part 1, part 2, then we have part 3 and part 4, right? So these are the 4 parts, so let's discuss them. So first of all, we have part 1, and in part 1 we have 2 sections, there is part A and part B. all right, now part 1 will be testing our proficiency in languages. So our proficiency of language will be tested in this particular section. all right, so it will come for 20 marks. So 10 marks you will get for English and 10 marks you will get for Hindi. Now there might come a doubt in your mind that, sir, but I think Hindi is optional, right? You might be thinking, but no, my dear friends, Hindi is not optional here, it is compulsory. So general English you will get for 10 marks, and general Hindi you will get for 10 marks, which means both the Hindi and English questions are compulsory. You have to write it. All right, you have to write it. So both are compulsory here. Now inside this, inside this general English what we have, inside this general Hindi what we have, that I will show you some other time. I mean the detailed syllabus I'll show you later. This is just the heading of the syllabus. All right, let's see the next one. Now what we have, part 2, general awareness. We have general awareness, we have reasoning and proficiency in computer, that is ICT. So we have general awareness, reasoning and proficiency in computers, all right, which will be for 20 marks altogether. So general awareness and current affairs, general awareness and current affairs will be for 10 marks. Then reasoning and computer test will be for 5 marks altogether. It is coming to 20 marks, right? So this is part 2. Now under part 3, basically it is your CDP portion. CDP, this is your CDP portion, all right? So understanding the learners. See, this topic is, this 60 marks questions is going to be very easy for you, because when you crack the seated exam, you are already preparing for CDP. When you are cracking your MTET exam, you are already preparing CDP, right? So CDP is there in the back of your mind. So this 60 marks is going to be very easy, very cheesy for you, right? So what you do here, we have understanding the learner. So first unit is understanding the learner. Second one is understanding teaching learning. We have to understand what do we mean by teaching and learning. Now creating conducive learning environment, this we have to understand. School organization and leadership. Then perspective in education. What are the perspective, what are the modern thinkers, the historical thinkers, those things we'll discuss here. So now you see, understanding the learner will come for 15 marks, 15 questions. Understanding teaching learning will be for 15 marks. Creating conducive learning environment for 10 marks. School organization and leadership for 10 marks. And perspective in education for 10 marks as well. So this is your CDP basically. This is your GK, general awareness, current affairs, reasoning and ICT. This is your languages, that is English and Hindi. So 4 things are done now. Let's go to the last one. So last one is what? Last one is subject specific syllabus, 80 marks. So 80 marks will come from your own subject, which means if you are from arts background, then it will come from social studies, it will come from social studies or social science, all right? And if you are from science background, then it will come from science, right? So detailed syllabus I will explain to you whenever possible. So now you don't worry about it, all right? I'll explain it to you. So now what happens, all right, so proficiency competency tests. So the professional, see here when I talk about subject specific syllabus, you have to read the notebooks, you have to read the textbook of NCERT CBSE from class, actually in their syllabus they have given it like from class 1 to class 12. You have to read, you have to understand what is that, what are the content of the syllabus. You have to read, if you're from science, you have to read science textbook from class 1 to class 12. If you are from if you are from arts, then you have to read social science textbook from class 1 to class 12, all right, for primary sections. But if we talk about TGT or PGT, that goes even beyond this, all right? So what will happen here now, see, professional competency test, that is PCT, will be for 30 marks. How many marks? It will be for 30, oh sorry, it will be for 60 marks. So demo teaching, we all know what is demo, right? We give demo after our interview or before our interview. So that demo will be for 30 marks, and then interview will be for 30 marks. So demo teaching plus interview together will constitute 60 marks, all right? 60 marks you'll get. Now the weightage of written test and professional competency demo teaching and interview will be 70 is to 30%, which means the weightage of the written test. So written test means all this, part A, part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, whatever marks you get, that with what the marks you get here in this one, what do we say, you get in professional competency test will be calculated like this, which means you have to get 70% from this portion. Actually, wait, from this portion, how much? 20 plus 20, how much? 40 marks, right? 40. Then we have 60. 40 plus 60 is 100 marks. Then we have 80 here, 80 marks here, right? So 180. So out of this 180 marks, 70% will be calculated here, right? And then again from this 60 marks from here, from 60, 30% will be calculated, right? 70% plus 30% will be calculated for final merit list, which will be based on the performance of the candidates in the written and PCT taken together. All right, so this is what they have to see. Final merit list will be based on the performance of the candidates in written test and professional competency test taken together, which means both the things are important. You cannot ignore either of them. So both are important. That is, the theoretical portions are also written exam is also important, and this interview and demo is also important. So this was briefly I have talked about this one. What do we say? PRT, that is primary teachers in KVS schools. So once you crack all this, you crack your KVS exam, you crack the interview and demo, so you will be appointed in central schools. You'll get the job of a central government school teacher in KVS schools. So in KVS school is a dream. Working in KVS school is a dream for many teachers, because they, once you become a central government employee, the wonders, the facilities, the salary, the best thing here is that you get to roam all over India. Every 3 years you get transfer. Suppose you have joined in Shillong as KVS teacher. After 3 years you might go to Tamil Nadu. Again after 3 years you might go to Jammu and Kashmir. After 3 years you might go to Assam. After 3 years you might go to Bombay. Like that it is. All right, so it's very interesting. So those who want to travel, so for us, even I like it. So for the people like us who love traveling, this is a very good opportunity, golden opportunity, because we earn at the same time we roam around the world, right? And one question I will leave it to you, that is, tell me how many KVS schools are there in the world. So I want to know the answer from you. So there are 3 locations. All right, this is national as well as international. Actually this KVS school are of India only, but there are 2 more locations outside India. These KVS schools are located. So I want you to comment down those 2 places outside India where KVS schools are located. All right, so it's a dignity, it's a respect to work in KVS school, because you will become efficient teacher, the trained teacher, the teacher to whom the students will look, admire, get inspired from. So working in KVS school is really a dream for many of the citizens of our country. So I wish you good luck, and I hope that each one of you who is watching this video, may you clear these KVS exams. So I wish you all the best. And you might be wondering, like, sir has not explained in detail the syllabus, so that I will explain in the next video, right? So for now I have just briefly explained to you only the highlights, a very light highlight of what will be there in the syllabus. All right, I have not explained to you the content of the syllabus, so don't think like, oh, only this much, 1 page is the syllabus. No, not at all. The syllabus is very vast. So I will explain it to you as soon as I get the time. All right, so this is all for today. So thank you everyone for staying connected with Ashok Tutorials, Meghalaya's first update channel, and show your love and support by liking, sharing and subscribing to Ashok Tutorials. Thank you.